I'm gonna be honest, when I'm in my own house, I don't speak properly. I usually stutter. I usually talk really fast, so you can't hear any of what I'm trying to say. I usually don't really focus on my body language. It's usually terrible. My posture's terrible. Pretty much everything about me is like way below average when I'm in my own house. And it makes sense. I mean, why would I put on, confident body language when I'm with my family? Like, they don't care. How do you think I act now when I'm at school, where everything changes? There, I make sure that I have some confident body language. I walk with like one arm in my pocket, the other one kind of swaying at my side. I try to speak articulately, speak slowly. I try to make sure that I'm not, speaking like this, like I have a frog in my throat. I usually try to make sure people understand what I'm trying to say. I act like I try, like I'm putting myself together. Now, this isn't different than most people, thankfully. You see, many sociologists have figured this out, have seen this difference, this dichotomy between how people act in private versus public. And this one guy, let me check his name real quick. It is Erving Goffman, that's the name. He coined this term called the role theory, where basically he believed that people put on the role of a character, like that of a teacher or a student or a friend. And they play this role in their society, in public, around others. But when they're in private, maybe in the privacy of their own home or even, the bathroom, then they take off this role, this character, and they become a more unfiltered, raw version of themselves. Now, this may be, actually, it probably is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think this is bad at all. I think that you shouldn't be your raw, unfiltered self around people. I think instead, I believe you should be your best self around people. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't mean that you should fake certain beliefs or ideals. Trust me, having conviction in what you believe is quintessential. Like, you should not be compromising that for anybody. But what I mean is that you need to put your best foot forward. You need to know how you are coming across to other people. Now, why does this matter? Because showing your best self, like a version of you that's put together, that even if you don't feel like it, you look like you are confident, you look like you are in control, you look like you know what you're saying and doing. Why this is important is because other people will judge you and your value based off of this. I think about it. If you do not project this, if you're your raw, unfiltered self, which is a version of you that slouches, a version of you that's unintelligent, that doesn't really know what he's saying or doing, even if you do have redeeming qualities, you are actually like a really nice person, people will judge you based on what you showed them first and foremost. And they will often underestimate you, undervalue you, because the version of you that they see, which is the more unfiltered version, is slightly less desirable than the best version of you. And again, I'm not saying that you need to pretend to believe some things or to say some things. I'm saying that when you are with other people, you need to know how you are coming across. It's about knowing the dynamics or social dynamics that you're with, If you're with, a very professional group of people, then you would want to project a version of yourself that is also professional. You wouldn't want to be the one person there that's, I'm gonna be my honest, authentic self, so I'm gonna make a bunch of goofy jokes about how I actually hate myself, you know? So no, don't do that at all. No. It's about honing and refining your best self. You know, making sure that you're in your best shape, that you smell absolutely at your best, okay? Do not, I know that your authentic self is probably not probably doesn't smell very good. So no, do not have your authentic self when you're around people. Show your, in that case, yes, show your fake self. Show a version of yourself that smells good. Okay, but seriously, you need to make sure that the version of you that people see is one that you can be proud of. And the best part about this is that I found, usually, the more that I practice these habits of standing up straight, of talking with confidence, of slowing down my words so that people understand me, the more I sort of add it to my identity. And over time, like this isn't going to be instant, but over time, the less it becomes an act and the more it simply becomes who you are. So if you're scared of put on an act that you're going to have to now keep up for the rest of your life, and it's going to be so difficult, think of it as a habit, really. And like any habit, the more that you do it, the more it sticks, and eventually it just becomes your lifestyle. Think of it like this. If you're going to catch as many baseballs as possible, then you'd want a good catcher's mitt, a good wide one. Now, if you're so focused on being your authentic self, my raw, unfiltered version of me, then maybe you'll get one. But really, it's better to get... No, this analogy doesn't even work. What am I saying, bro? This is so dumb. Okay, I don't know. Okay, in conclusion, yeah, don't be real. In conclusion, don't focus on trying to show your authentic, real self, and instead try to focus on showing your best self. Yes, putting your best foot forward. And remember, check out my Instagram so that we can chat or something. I don't know, I'm not gonna speak to you, but for real, check my oh my goodness, this is so goofy. Okay, yeah, take action, learn from failure. See ya.